Alrighty, righty, rude. Hey, how's it going, my dude? Welcome back to the Danganronpa. That might freaking mess me over soon, and I hope Monaco is not gonna mess us over, cause he, like, killed Barnaby. He killed Barnaby for the sake of despair, He's just giving us all the despair we need, so that's gonna mess everybody over in the sin of the crime of it's not that we didn't realize it was a monster, a freaking monster. We were just vastly out of the element. We had never experienced anything like this before. I had no idea, or I had no idea how to deal with it. Really, really less fanatical particular moment. That's right. Oh, I want the feeling of despair. Giving its example was daunting. Oh my god. Unlike the extra bird in our laughing Monokuma, we were completely frozen to death. As though we'd forgotten to breathe. We just stood there horrified. We were powerless, no different than ants washed away from a storm.
Well then.
Now then, I believe I've made my point. Whoa.
Just so we're clear, you guys can't defy me.
No!
If you don't want to end up as fish food, you better not disobey me. Just so you know, I don't feel mercy or sympathy. Cause I'm a bear after all.
You unbelievable children, whip it up!
An excuse like, I got high off this tropical atmosphere. Won't work on me at all.
You unbelievable Hajime, whip it up! Also, in addition to the killing school trip, I've already updated that he has the rules of the killing school trip are written, so you better read them powerfully. Ignorance of the rules is no excuse either. Well, that's also true. Any society, really. Now then, enjoy the reminder of this liberating and harsh school trip. After he said his piece, Monokuma and his monobeast vanished before our eyes. In truth, I was so horribly horrified, tired. Everything was just so unreasonable. I didn't even care if this is the aftermath. Oh, they did disappear. Wow. Everyone else looked the same. They just had this tired expression on our pale faces. What just happened?
I won't believe.
I just won't believe it. That's it. That's all there is to it. It'll be one thing if there's, if we're up against a human or even an animal. What the hell can we do against a monster like that?
What's going on?
It's impossible. Why is something impossible happening?
It's certainly possible.
Well, it's not really impossible. Those monobeasts or whatever are called, are machines. Thus, Monokuma must also be the same. As long as they're machines, it means someone made them and is controlling them.
Then,
Who could be responsible? Why are we put in this unexplainable situation?
answer me.
Hey, who is it? Who?
Uh,
It could be anyone. It's not like I believe it anyway. There's no way I believe something like that.
Anyway,
More importantly, are you guys hungry? Let's stop thinking about this and just eat.
oh.
You can eat first.
listen.
No matter how confused or upset you are, I don't mind. However, remember this. I don't know who in the world is orchestrating this, but we don't need to be cautious of those machines or even whoever's controlling or whoever. More than anything, we must be cautious of
Ourselves.
ourselves. You unbelievable whoopie dubs.
Being brought to a tropical island with complete strangers in order to kill each other to escape. That creates fear in our minds, and the desire to escape that hopeless fear
Huh?
is our worst enemy.
We looked around at each other's faces. It was obvious by looking at their expressions. Everyone was forced to admit the truth and what he just said. We had to be honest with ourselves and admit that we also had that potential. Only a student who kills a classmate can escape this island. Which means, in order to escape this hopeless situation, we must sacrifice a person. However, there is a possibility that a killing may never occur, but even if I'm no different, so can I be truly confident that something like that isn't going to happen. There's no way I can know for sure. In this nightmare of a situation, I don't have a confidence to say that outright. Once you're suspicious of something, you'll start to be suspicious of everything, even of yourself. That's why it felt so hopeless. The day became a day unlike any other. A day which held this significant meeting. It was a special day, a very meaningful, full of very meaningful day full of despair. That was the beginning. The killing school trip had begun, and this tropical island was the stage. Again with the intro! Why does it always keep playing the intro every time I freaking watch it begin? They're unbelievable whoopie dubs! However, it's not actually kind of confident to see the intro again, but I can see the intro again if I need to, so Danganronpa 2. Goodbye despair. And Monaco is like, time to die, you mon ami, whip it up. And then he's like, nice. And then I'm like, well, gosh darn you, Monokuma, whip it up. And then all my classmates in the back are like, go Hajime, you're the boss of us. And then Bianca's like, no. I'm actually the oldest, so you must listen to me first. Kyoko Sayonji, doo Gundam Tanaka. Kazuki Soda, Mahiro Koizumi, Hanamura. I already read those characters' names in the beginning too, you unbelievable. Look it up. Nagito, comedian. Nekabar, dude, that Monaco's like in the background. Peko, Pekuyama. He can't speak. Rihiko Kozario.
Yakuyato Dame.
Okay. There's a time limit thingy over there. What's that supposed to be? You unbelievable whoopie ups. Prologue. Welcome to Danganronpa and heart-dropping school trip. And 16 surviving students. Oh, everyone here says alive these. I'm so rude. To be continued. Oh, Alright, let me do the savesies. Oh. Rule 5. Once a murder takes place, a class trial will begin shortly thereafter. Participation is mandatory for all surviving students. Rule 6. If the blanket is exposed during the trial, they alone will be executed. If the blanket is not exposed, then the remaining students will be executed. This is how my life works apparently. You unbelievable children, classmates, whipping nurses. Rule 8. As a reward, the surviving blanket will be forgiven of their crime and allowed to leave the island. Rule 9. A body discovery announcement will play as soon as 3 or more people discover a body for the first time. Rule 10. Destroying any property on this island without permission is
and extremely prohibited. This includes the surveillance cameras and monitors. Rule 11. You are free to investigate this island at your own discretion. Your actions or regard are not limited. Last rule. Additional school trips may be added as master's direction. The way I was feeling. That's Monokuma, alright. He just adds more random rules to mess us over. As I raised my head from the E-handle, with heavy sigh, I saw a dark courtyard of the hill. I sat on a bench, paralyzed with thought. Is he really going to make us do this? There was no way I could believe that. That is now my reality. Even so, this was undeniably real. No matter how much I didn't want to believe it, the moment I experienced and felt it for myself, it became undeniably real. This is reality that could be more different from my usual daily life. School, studying, exams, job hunting, going for walks, going to school, riding a train, lectures. What kind of daily life is no longer mine? Oh, look at the freaking beautiful skies in the background. It's almost like Sayori's eyes, but only darker. As I looked up, I saw stars glimmering in the night, covering the sky like a sheet. They looked as if they were about to fall into my hands like fluttering snow. For the first time since I arrived at this island, instead of the night sky grown used to, I saw a night sky that was far too beautiful. As I stared blankly into the night sky, I suddenly imagined those words in my head. The student who murders their classmate will be able to leave this island. When we were forced to hear those words, we just stood there silently. Nobody said a word, and eventually, everyone scattered and vanished. Oh! And it led straight into on the first night, a night also beautiful. It enchanted me. The freaking music in the background. Okay. And yet my heart was horribly upset. That kind of beauty was definitely far different than my usual beauty. Chapter 1. Destination Despair. Oh. Is that Monokuma now?
Ahem! Hope's Peak Academy School Trip Executive Committee has an announcement to make. It is now 10 p.m.
Which means it's the nighttime, so you better, or else somebody else. You unbelievable Hajime staring at the sky at all costs. Whoop it up.
Nighttime can be confusing. If you're out at night and accidentally meet a killer, then it sucks to be you.
You unbelievable children. Whoop it up.
But if you're worried about that and can't sleep, I've prepared a cottage on the hotel grounds for each of you. Every single one of you. Please feel free to rest in your own rooms. However, before you go to bed, I strongly recommend you lock your doors.
Cause someone might come in and freaking kill you soon like a freaking maniac. You unbelievable children hunting man with an office.
You never know who might be planning to kill you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Damn, that's ominous. A cottage, huh? Oh, where's the cottage? Oh, there they are. Alright, now I'm just gonna walk towards the cottage before it's even freaking too late. My cottage. Let me go sleep in my cottage. Oh, there's a Monokuma on top. He's spying on me. Ah!
As soon as I enter the car, I collapse into the bed. What the hell? As I scream silently, I got buried my head in my arm. Didn't want to see anyone anymore. I just wanted to be alone forever. I have nobody I can trust. Because if I wanted to trust them, I don't know anything about them yet. The only person I can trust is myself. No, even I don't believe that. In truth, after I was forced to hear that dumb rule, you can't leave unless you kill someone, I realized that there is a point to me that really wants to get off this island. In my draw, I made it kill people too. You know, yeah. Alright, see how I guys. Dude, unbelievable. Hajime, whip it up.